Good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon, sir.
So yesterday we have discussed the last point related to our fifth chapter, that is optical fibers, and discussed the MCQs in detail also. So last lecture some students are not there, so we will revise today this chapter, and MCQ also we are discussing. Plus we will discuss about the assignment questions and a review of assignment write-up. And next we will start our next chapter. So MCQ of this chapter I will complete afterwards. So let us discuss this chapter first. So here first point we have completed, that is what is meant by total internal reflection. Okay, so can anybody tell about total internal reflection? In your style you can explain in English or in Marathi, no problem. Total internal reflection म्हणजे काय काय होतं नेमकं त्यात? You can raise your hand, unmute yourself. Anybody want to share? Otherwise I have to select someone. Roll number 22. Are you there, Ganesh? Roll number 23, Sachin. आहेत का? 24, Pooja. Huh. So can you tell what is meant by total internal reflection? What happens in total internal reflection? हा मराठीत सांगितलं तरी चालेल किंवा इंग्रजी कसं पण, फक्त कन्सेप्ट सांगायचं आहे. So in the slide also answer is there. Okay, so you can read this slide from this point. When a ray of light,
when a ray of light is traveling from an optically dense medium to a less dense medium, if it strikes the surface at an angle equal to greater than a particular angle called a critical angle, then it will be totally internally reflected.
okay, sufficient. So when we are considering the light which is passing from denser to rarer medium, so it gets refracted at a particular angle, it gets totally internally reflected. That angle or more than that is the sufficient condition. That angle is called as critical angle. Then next point we have discussed, that is structure of optical fiber. So now you take initiative and tell me. So slide is in front of you. Instead of reading only, I think that today we will discuss. So we are completing point one by one. So let us take a pause and discuss the things so that I can get the feedback from you. So anybody want to share that what is the structure of optical fiber? ऑप्टिकल फायबरचं स्ट्रक्चर काय असतं तुम्हाला सांगायचं आहे. सेंटरला काय असतं किंवा इनर सिलेंडर काय आहे, त्याच्यानंतर कुठला लेअर आहे, त्याच्यानंतर काय आहे, त्याचे डायमेन्शन्स काय आहेत. So it is in front of you. Just you have to unmute yourself and you have to tell the answer. What is the structure of optical fiber? So I request everyone, take initiative, raise your hand, unmute yourself, and you try to give the answer. Anybody want to tell? स्ट्रक्चर मध्ये काय सांगायचं आहे, ऑप्टिकल फायबरचं स्ट्रक्चर काय असते आणि त्याचे डायमेन्शन्स काय असतात. सो आय चेंज दिस स्लाइड टू पिक्चर. फ्रॉम पिक्चर ऑल्सो यू कॅन टेल. कॅन एनीबडी टेल? Roll number 37. Are you there? Tejas.
Yes, sir.
So just tell what is the structure of optical fiber cable and its dimensions. The slide is in front of you.
Strength, member, cladding,
Huh.
core, coating, outer jacket.
Okay. And what are the dimensions? Core ची dimensions किती असतात? Cladding ची किती असतात?
कोरची 50
50
micrometer,
micrometer. Cladding ची
claddingची 1
125 micrometer.
micrometer आणि
कोटिंग असते
Jacket ची 2
जॅकेट कंप्लीट करून 250 micrometer.
micrometer.
Okay, so these are the points related to structure. Then you have to tell the classification, how we can classify the optical fiber cable. So who will read this one? Raise your hand, unmute yourself. So you just read it, that is also sufficient. Raise your hand or you can unmute yourself and read it. Roll number 3, Shraddha.
Classification of optical fibers. Generally, optical fibers are of two types, single mode fibers and multi-mode fibers. In single mode fibers has a smaller core diameter and can support only one mode of propagation. On the other hand, a multi-mode fiber has a large core diameter and a number of modes is available. In this type, multi-mode fibers are further distributed on the basis of index profile. The index profile of a multi-mode fiber can be either a step index type or gathered index type. The index profile of single mode fiber is usually a step index type. Step index optical fibers. In this type, the core has uniform reflective index N1 and cladding has also a uniform reflective index N2. N1 is greater than N2. The reflective index profile of a step index fiber is shown as in the figure. Figure shows the path of the rays in step index fiber. There are two rays interact at different angles of incidence. When the axis, the two rays traverse different path lengths and emerge out at the different times.
Okay, so this is in case of step index fiber. In case of graded index fiber, here core is having non-uniform refractive index and it is gradually decreases from the center towards the core cladding interface. In case of graded index fiber, there is a smooth propagation of signals and pulse disturbance or dispersions are less. So the same we are discussing in case of figure for graded index. Here we are symbolizing it like this, that at the center core is maximum and at core cladding interface it is decreasing. In step index fiber, this core is having uniform refractive index. Then we have discussed in detail the derivation of acceptance angle. In that we have considered the different steps and at last we got one equation, that is theta 0 is equal to sine inverse of under root n1 square minus n2 square, where n1 and n2 are refractive indices of core and cladding. Next, fractional refractive index change, which is given by delta, is nothing but n1 minus n2 divided by n1. And the last point is numerical aperture, which is light collecting or light gathering capacity of optical fiber cable, which is given by sine of acceptance angle. So after putting the value, we get the answer as numerical aperture is nothing but under root n1 square minus n2 square, means numerical aperture depends upon refractive indices of core and cladding. Also after conversion and assuming the things, we got another value of numerical aperture, that is n1 under root 2 delta, where delta is nothing but, here we have discussed it is fractional refractive index change. So by considering that value, we can get these two values of numerical aperture. And last point we have discussed, that is advantages of optical fiber. So different advantages we have discussed. So next, these MCQs we have discussed yesterday. काल MCQ आपण सगळे complete discuss केलेले आहेत, is it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so any doubt in anyone, or shall we have to repeat today also? Shall we repeat or go to the next point?
Go to the next point.
Sir,
Okay, so now here they are simple one, so you can access it. So I will give you the link also for that video. Today I will upload that, you can check that one, no problem. The next point is related to assignment questions. So I hope that you are writing the assignments. Have you completed the assignments? I think first 4 are expecting. Assignment questions and answers लिहून तयार आहेत का तुमचे PDF scanned copies?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
ठीक आहे, तर कंप्लीट करा आणि हे कंप्लीट करून ह्याची सगळ्या सॉफ्ट कॉपीज आहेत तर ते रेडी ठेवा. सेमीकंडक्टर फिजिक्स पहिल्या चॅप्टरची असाइनमेंट कंप्लीट आहे का सगळ्यांची?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
देन क्रिस्टलोग्राफी,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ओके, साऊंड इंजिनिअरिंग,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
then relativistic mechanics we have skipped here because of your syllabus gets reduced to 80%. Then in section second, this 5th chapter is having first part in our syllabus, second part is skipped, and we have to start this 5th chapter today. Then next is laser and fiber optics. These chapters also we have completed successfully. Now this last one is remaining, which is introduction to quantum mechanics and nanotechnology. हा चॅप्टर पूर्ण ॲज इट इज आहे, प्लस हा जो 5वा चॅप्टर आहे तर त्याचे फर्स्ट पार्ट जो आहे डिफ्रॅक्शन, तर तो आपल्याला कंप्लीट करायचा आहे. ठीक आहे, तर हे मी परत एकदा दाखवतो. ज्यांनी स्क्रीनशॉट काढून घेतले नसतील त्यांनी काढून घ्या. टेक स्क्रीनशॉट ऑफ दीज थिंग्स if by mistake you don't have. So this is first assignment, semiconductor physics. Then second assignment, crystallography. Then third assignment, sound engineering. Then fourth one is actually laser. You can take screenshot of this also, wave optics. तर याच्यामध्ये जस्ट मिनिट, याच्यामध्ये हा पार्ट आपल्याला नाही आहे. मी याला काय करतो, येलो कलर करतो. ठीक आहे, आणि हा सुद्धा पार्ट नाही आहे, चुकून तुम्हाला वाटेल की हे सुद्धा आहे काय. सो दिस वी हॅव स्किप्ड for reduced syllabus. So you can take screenshot of this also, wave optics. In that these 3 terms are there, we have to discuss. This remaining part we have skipped. This is related to polarization. Have you taken
सर
screenshot?
लेझर असाइनमेंटला डेट काय टाकायची?
लेझर असाइनमेंटचा चॅप्टर आपण बघा की, मला वाटतं काहीतरी 22 मार्चला संपवलेलं वाटतं. 22 मार्च डेट टाका त्याची. आणि फायबर ऑप्टिक्सची सुद्धा आता एप्रिलच्या स्टार्टची डेट टाकून द्या, 1 किंवा 2 एप्रिल. ठीक आहे, याचे स्क्रीनशॉट घेतले का?
yes, sir.
लेझर आणि फायबर ऑप्टिक्स, त्याच्यानंतर हा आपला शेवटचा चॅप्टर आहे. Introduction to Quantum Mechanics and Nanotechnology. Take screenshot of this also in advance. Okay, have you taken it, or I have to once again show it? स्क्रीनशॉट घेतलेत का सगळ्याचे?
Yes.
ठीक आहे. Now we will start our fifth one. Now I want to clear something to you, that this fifth chapter, wave optics, this part is remaining in our syllabus, and after that this last chapter, that is Introduction to Quantum Mechanics and Nanotechnology, is remaining. तर टोटल आपण म्हणूया की 6.5 चॅप्टर आहेत. टोटल 8 चॅप्टर मधले 6.5 आहेत. त्यातला हा हाफ पोर्शन आहे आणि हा पूर्ण, हे पकडून 20% आपण रिड्यूस केलेले. सो यू रिमेंबर दिस वन. फर्स्ट सेक्शनचा 4th आपण स्किप केलेला आहे. सेकंड सेक्शनचा जो 5th आहे त्याचा पोलरायझेशन पार्ट आपण स्किप केलेला आहे. सिलेबस कॉपीज आर विथ यू ऑलरेडी. इज इट राईट?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ठीक आहे. तर आता आपण आपला 6वा चॅप्टर स्टार्ट करतोय. ठीक आहे. तर तो चॅप्टर आपण स्टार्ट करूया. त्याच्या आधी थोडंसं रिव्हिजन घेऊया. बघू तुम्ही काय काय रिकॉल करू शकताय. Okay, so I will ask one by one now. Start with roll number 1. What is meant by insulator? Can you tell? Insulator म्हणजे काय? Explain करा थोडक्यात. Roll number 1, Shruti.
Yes, sir.
Just try to explain it. असं नाही की word to word सांगितलं पाहिजे. Just try to give overview. Insulator मध्ये आपण काय शिकलो, कुठले कुठले पॉइंट्स होते?
A device which does not carry current is called insulator.
Okay, then next. So different points we have discussed regarding its energy band gap, its property, carriers, example, like this. Okay, can you recall? Okay, so I will change my mode. Vaishnavi, you want to add something?
In insulator, the forbidden band energy is wide. Due to this, the valence electron cannot jump. Due to this, electrons cannot jump from valence band to conduction band.
Okay, what is the value of energy band gap?
5 to 10 electron volt.
Okay, good. And what is the example of insulator? So you can give any example, glass, wood, or any insulator. Yes, yes, no problem. So I can change my strategy a little bit. Instead of asking descriptive, as you have to face the MCQs now, I will ask in MCQ. So can anybody tell me the Fermi-Dirac probability distribution function equation? What is it? Unmute yourself and tell me value. F of E is equal to
1 upon
1
plus
E
Plus e raised to e minus em upon
divided by KT.
KT.
Okay. So I request now, one by one, you just unmute yourself and then you can tell the answer. What is the energy band gap for semiconductor material?
0.2 to 2.5
2.5.
Yes, 0.2 to 2.5
electron volt.
Then for silicon, what is the energy band gap?
1.1 electron volt.
Yes, 1.1 electron volt.
1.1 electron volt.
Okay. Then as impurity concentration increases, in case of N type, Fermi level shift towards
Conduction band.
Conduction band.
yes, conduction band. It is correct. Then what is the value of Hall coefficient? RH is equal to RH is equal to
VH into T by
Yeah.
okay, and another value RH is equal to
1 upon P.
1 upon P.
yes, 1 upon yes, 1 upon P. Then what is the value of average drift velocity? VD is equal to
DI by
Jx upon P.
yes,
Jx
Jx upon P. Yes. Then in case of P-type semiconductor, Hall coefficient is dash dash.
Positive.
Positive.
Yes,
Positive.
yes, correct. Then next coordination number for BCC structure is dash dash.
8.
8.
Yes. Atomic radius for FCC is
Root
3
by 4.
3 by 2.
by 4.
root 3 का root 2.
Root 2 by 4.
Root 2 a by 4.
Root 2 by 4. Atomic packing factor for BCC is
0.68.
0.68. Right. White space for FCC is
26%.
Point
26.
two, 26.
yes, 0.26 or 26%. Then next total plane of symmetries are dash dash
9.
9.
9.
Yes, correct. Then tetrad axis means at what angle we are
180
rotating?
degree rotation. 180 degree.
Tetrad axis means
90 degree.
yes. Tetrad means 4.
120
4
degree.
times. 4 times means 360 by 4, 90 degree. Is it,
120.
is it okay? Tetrad means 4. 4 दा म्हणजे 360 भागिले 4, 90 degree. What is Bragg's law? Bragg's equation is
2d sin theta is equal to
In lambda.
yes. Then interplanar distance derivation is small d is equal to
A upon root
A
method.
upon under root.
A upon square root of h square plus k square plus l square.
square. Okay. Then next is what is the infrasonic waves, below which frequency we are calling it as a infrasonic?
20 hertz.
20 hertz.
20 hertz. Then reverberation time for music is dash dash
0.5 to 1.
1 to
1 to 2
1.165
seconds.
1 to 2 seconds.
1 to 2 seconds. 1 to 2 seconds. For speech it is
0.5 to 1.
0.5 to 1 second. Okay. Then detection methods. Just tell me the titles. Detection methods कुठल्या कुठल्या?
Burning flame.
Sensitive flame method,
Sensitive flame method.
Kunst tube.
Kunst tube
Thermal
method,
detector method.
detector and
Piezoelectric.
piezoelectric method. Okay. Then next comes laser. In case of laser, which wavelength gets emitted in case of helium neon laser in red color? What is the value of wavelength? त्या wavelength ची व्हॅल्यू किती? रेड कलरची E6 to E3 रिलीज होते.
600.
10 raised to -3 to 10 raised to -6.
नाही, तो लाईफ टाइम झाला 6328 angstrom. Can you remember? 6328 angstrom. 6328 angstrom is the wavelength which gets emitted. Then if we provide the energy to excite the atoms, then that method is called as
Stimulus absorption.
we are providing energy to the system to excite the atoms. So providing energy to the system is called as pumping methods. Is it right? It is called as
Yes.
pumping methods. Then what is the process in which the atom emits its energy without any external stimulus? That emission is called as
Spontaneous emission.
called as spontaneous emission. Then next, in case of holography, what we are recording, we are recording only intensity or only phase or both or any other
Both.
than that.
Both.
Yes, in case of holography, we are recording phase and intensity. Then next, this latest one, fiber optics, we have discussed. What is the dimension of cladding?
125 micrometer.
25 micrometer. Then what is the concept behind fiber optics? Which concept we are using?
Total internal
Internal reflection.
Internal reflection. Then what is the value of fractional refractive index change? Delta is equal to?
N1 minus N2 upon N1.
divided by
Yes, N1 minus N2 divided by N1. And what is the value of internal critical angle? Internal critical angle, sine of phi c is equal to
Under root
Square root
internal
N1
critical
minus
angle
N1
means
square.
पहिली slide total internal reflection मधली value.
N2 divided by N1.
Yes, sine of phi c is equal to N2 divided by N1. That is the correct one. Then next, what are the two values of numerical aperture? Numerical aperture आपण कसं represent करतो? Numerical aperture is equal to
Square root of N1 inverse of
yes, square root of N1 square minus N2 square किंवा दुसरी value त्याची
into root of
N1 under root
square root of
yes
2 delta.
yes 2 delta. Okay, so I hope that you are revising, because now you can easily understand that fifth chapter also we are completing. So you revise your study. Now in case of next exam, you have to prepare for these chapters plus final exam. All chapters at a time you have to prepare. That's why we are revising these things. तर या ज्या गोष्टी आहेत त्या त्यावेळेस तुम्ही स्टडी केलेला आहेच आहे, परफॉर्मन्स दिलाय, पण आता हे सगळं कंबाईन मध्ये आपल्याला हँडल करायचंय. त्यामुळे याचं स्टडी ठेवा, याचं प्रिपरेशन ठेवा. ओके, सो नाउ वी विल स्टार्ट द ओव्हरव्ह्यू ऑफ आवर फिफ्थ चॅप्टर, दॅट इज वेव्ह ऑप्टिक्स. आज काही पॉईंट्स आपण डिस्कस करू आणि याच्यातलेच जे पॉईंट्स आहेत ते उद्या डिटेलमध्ये आपण डिस्क्राईब करू. तर याच्यामध्ये हा जो पहिला पार्ट आहे तो आपण ठेवलेला आहे, हा दुसरा आहे तो स्किप झालेला आहे आपला ड्यू टू रिड्यूस्ड सिलेबस. सो फर्स्ट पार्ट इज अ डिफ्रॅक्शन. इन दॅट इंट्रोडक्शन, रिझॉल्विंग पॉवर, then Rayleigh's criteria and theory of diffraction grating and its resolving power. So these different points are there. So today we discuss introduction part. Resolving power means what and Rayleigh's criteria. And next lecture we will go for this theory of diffraction grating and its resolving power. Okay. So first point is diffraction. So diffraction is nothing but the bending of light around the corners and spreading of light into the geometrical shadow region of an obstacle which is placed in the path of light. That is called as diffraction. So this figure gives us idea about this diffraction pattern. So if we consider the obstacle or aperture, aperture म्हणजे काय तर स्लिट, हे जी इथे आपण दाखवतोय खालच्या बाजूला ते ऑब्स्टॅकल आहे. So we can get the diffraction pattern through this. Okay, now
Sir, slide दिसत नाही.
slide is not visible.
नाही
जुनी
sir.
स्लाइड दिसते सर.
सिलेबस ची दिसत नाही का?
नाही
हा syllabus.
एक मिनिट.
हा आता दिसते.
दिसते का आता?
यस सर.
Okay. Thanks for giving or thanks for clarification. So in this case, यू कॅन सी हिअर दिस इज कॉल्ड अपर्चर. अपर्चर म्हणजे काय तर गॅप किंवा स्लिट, यातनं सुद्धा डिफ्रॅक्शन मिळतं बिकॉज द लाईट बेंड्स हिअर. देन ऑब्स्टॅकल. ऑब्स्टॅकल जरी घेतलं किंवा आपण असं जरी कन्सिडर केलं, इथं हे जर ऑब्स्टॅकल कन्सिडर केलं आणि जर आपण लाईट पास केली, समजा हा सोर्स असेल and these are the wave fronts of that source. So when we are passing through the obstacle, then what happens here? In this way we are getting the pattern. This is due to obstacle. In case of aperture, in this style we are getting the pattern. So whether it is aperture or obstacle, that is not important. The important thing is the light gets bent at the corners of that obstacle or aperture, and we can get the diffraction pattern. So there is a difference between diffraction and interference. Okay, have you studied interference?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so interference means what? There is a superposition of two wavelets which are originated from two different sources. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
And diffraction is superposition of two wavelets which are originated from 2 points, 2 corner points from the same source exposure. Means source is same, but 2 corner points or 2 obstacles are there or 2 aperture points are there. From that there is a superposition takes place, and then diffraction pattern we are getting. So there is a difference between interference and diffraction. तर डिफ्रॅक्शन म्हणजे काय तर लाईट बेंड होते थोडक्यात कॉर्नर्सला आणि आपल्याला ती शिफ्ट होताना दिसते. इट इज कॉल्ड एज एन्क्रॉचमेंट ऑफ लाईट. एन्क्रॉचमेंट म्हणजे काय तर अतिक्रमण. म्हणजे आता जसं दाखवलं मी की ऑब्स्टॅकल आहे, एक्सपेक्टेड काय तर इथून इथं हा जो पोर्शन आहे तर इथून इथं हा शॅडो रिजन पाहिजे एवढा, पण इथं काय दिसतं तर हा जो वेव्ह फ्रंट आहे जो इथं ऑब्स्ट्रक्ट होतो तरी सुद्धा ती जी लाईट आहे तर ती आतल्या बाजूला थोडीशी आपल्याला त्या शॅडो रिजन मध्ये दिसते. तर ती जी एन्क्रोचमेंट आहे किंवा अतिक्रमण आहे त्यालाच आपण काय म्हणतो, वी आर कॉलिंग इट ॲज ए डिफ्रॅक्शन. ओके, देन नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज Rayleigh's criteria. So Rayleigh's criteria, in that 3 conditions are there. First is called as unresolved condition, second is called as just resolved condition, and third is called as well resolved condition. तर इथे तुम्ही या फिगर्स आहेत तर याच्यावरनं चेक करू शकताय की अनरिझॉल्व्ड, जस्ट रिझॉल्व्ड आणि वेल रिझॉल्व्ड मध्ये काय होतंय. सो लेट अस डिस्कस दिस फर्स्ट. So we are considering here 2 central maxima or 2 principal maxima. In case of just resolved condition, first we discuss this just resolved condition, that is called as ideal Rayleigh's criteria condition. So here if the central maxima of first coincides with the second maxima of the second pattern or vice versa, then it is called as just resolved condition. Vice versa means what? The central maxima of second and first minima of first. तर हे कन्फ्युजिंग होईल त्याच्यासाठी एकदाच आपण म्हणतो आणि त्यानंतर व्हायस वर्सा म्हणतो. मीन्स हिअर सेंट्रल मॅक्सिमा ऑफ फर्स्ट कोइन्साइड्स विथ द फर्स्ट मिनिमा ऑफ सेकंड अँड व्हायस वर्सा, दॅट इज सफिशियंट. याचा थोडक्यात अर्थ काय तर सेंट्रल मॅक्सिमा ऑफ फर्स्ट म्हणजे तो कुठे आहे तर इथे आहे हा स्पॉट. तर हा सेंट्रल मॅक्सिमा ऑफ फर्स्ट आहे, पण हा कशाशी कोइन्साइड होतो तर फर्स्ट मिनिमा ऑफ सेकंड. फर्स्ट मिनिमा म्हणजे इथे तुम्ही बघू शकताय की हा मिनिमा आहे कशाचा तर सेकंड जो डिफ्रॅक्शन पॅटर्न आहे किंवा सेकंड जो प्रिन्सिपल मॅक्झिमा आहे त्याचा हा फर्स्ट मिनिमा येतो. सो प्रिन्सिपल मॅक्झिमा ऑफ फर्स्ट अँड फर्स्ट मिनिमा ऑफ सेकंड. अँड व्हायस वर्सा म्हणजे काय तर इथे जर हा स्पॉट बघितला तर इथे काय येणार सेंट्रल मॅक्झिमा ऑफ सेकंड अँड फर्स्ट मिनिमा ऑफ फर्स्ट अँड व्हायस वर्सा असं तुम्ही इथं म्हणू शकता. सो जस्ट रिझॉल्व्ड कंडिशन मध्ये काय होतं तर 2 सेंट्रल मॅक्झिमा किंवा 2 ऑब्जेक्ट्स आहेत त्याच्या इमेज आहेत आणि त्या काय आहेत तर त्या जस्ट रिझॉल्व्ड म्हणजे आपण त्या चांगल्या पद्धतीनं बघू शकतो. त्याच्यासाठी आपण सिलेबस मध्ये सुद्धा डिस्कस केलं. 2 थिंग्स वी हॅव डिस्कस्ड. फर्स्ट थिंग इज व्हॉट इज मीन बाय resolving power or a limit of resolution. So if we observe the sky at night, so we can get a group of star. So through our eyes only we can observe it up to certain extent. But if we use telescope, then we can clearly see the cluster of star with the separation. So that is resolving power of that telescope. Then in case of micro world, if bacteria are there, we cannot see it by our eyes only. But if we take a slice or slide, and if we check the details of that bacteria world through the microscope, then we can see it clearly. So that is the resolving power of microscope. So resolving power is nothing but ability of that instrument to resolve the two images of the object so that we can see them as separate or clearly. That is called as a resolving power of that instrument. And it starts or it is connected with this concept. हा त्याच्याशी connected आहे. रॅलेस क्रायटेरिया म्हणजे काय, तर जस्ट रिझॉल्व्ड म्हणजे काय, तर जस्ट सेपरेटली आपण त्याला बघू शकतो. ओके, गेटिंग दिस फर्स्ट कंडिशन. हे लक्षात आले का, जस्ट रिझॉल्व्ड म्हणजे काय.
Yes, sir.
Okay, next is called as unresolved condition. Unresolved condition means what? The separation between two central maxima is less than the separation between principal maxima of first and its first minima. म्हणजे काय, तर हे जे सेपरेशन आहे कशामधलं, तर दोन सेंट्रल मॅक्झिमा मधलं, तर ते काय असतं, कमी असतं. कशापेक्षा, तर सेंट्रल मॅक्झिमा ऑफ फर्स्ट अँड इट्स फर्स्ट मिनिमा. फर्स्ट मिनिमा कुठे यायचा, तर इथे आहे. ठीक आहे, गेटिंग दिस थिंग्स, हे लक्षात आलंय का. आर यू गेटिंग दिस.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ओके, सो याला आपण म्हणतो अनरिझॉल्व्ड कंडिशन. याच्यामध्ये काय आहे, तर सेपरेशन बिटवीन टू सेंट्रल मॅक्झिमा, दोन सेंट्रल मॅक्झिमा मधलं जे डिस्टन्स आहे किंवा सेपरेशन आहे, तर ते काय असतं, कमी असतं. कमी असतं कशापेक्षा, तर पहिला जो सेंट्रल मॅक्झिमा आहे तो आणि त्याचा फर्स्ट मिनिमा याच्यापेक्षा ते काय असतं, कमी असतं. आता याच्या अपोजिट काय, तर वेल रिझॉल्व्ड कंडिशन. वेल रिझॉल्व्ड कंडिशन मध्ये काय असणार आहे, तर सेपरेशन बिटवीन सेंट्रल मॅक्झिमा is greater than the separation between central maxima of first and its first minima. Means you can see here the separation between two central maxima is more than the separation between central maxima of first and its first minima. That is called as well resolved condition. Means if we consider the first case here, we can see the picture which are just resolved. We can see them separately. Here they are well resolved, so we can see them more separately. And here it is unresolved condition, means we cannot separate, see it. It is merged or mixed. That's why we have shown here this dots as single one. Here we can see that as just separate, here more separately, and here we can see as a one picture or mixed one. Getting this point. लक्षात येते का हे. Okay, so we have discussed 2 points here related to this chapter. First thing is what is meant by diffraction. Diffraction म्हणजे काय. Then next point, what is meant by resolving power. Resolving power definition we have only, and this is the important point that is called as Rayleigh's criteria. Just resolved condition, unresolved condition, and what is meant by well resolved condition. So we will conclude here today, and tomorrow we will discuss about the resolving power of diffraction grating. Diffraction grating म्हणजे काय, आपण मागच्या वर्षी डिस्कस केले, पण आता याची थिअरी आपण डिटेल मध्ये डिस्कस करणार आहोत. प्लस याचं एक डेरिवेशन आहे, तर ते डेरिवेशन सुद्धा आपल्याला बघायचं. ओके, सो टुडे वी कन्क्लूड हियर. आय रिक्वेस्ट एव्हरीवन, यू कॅन मार्क युअर अटेंडन्स इन चॅट बॉक्स. Everyone mark your attendance. Anyone is remaining? So I request everyone, you start writing the assignment points. If it is remaining, complete it. You have to write the assignment question, its answer. All the things are with you. Complete it. Then scan it. Make it PDF separately. Assignment number 1, 2, 3, etc. Keep it with you. And when I request, you can upload it. It is for your internal assessment.